Now, I hadn't planned on writing anything this morning, but I got up, made my coffee, and looked out the window, and the weather was just so atrocious. It's like this winter just will not leave go. So an idea popped into my head. So I sat down, and this is what I came up with. Normally, I like to review stuff afterwards, maybe do a second draft, but in this case, I'm just going to go with it. I was thinking that, maybe this might help somebody out there who's listening. And so I just thought I would break that rule today. So, let's get going. It's the 6th of April, and yet when I look out the window at the lashing rain and howling wind, it may just as well be the 6th of November or December. There's a reason the Romans labelled this country Hibernia, the land of winter. Because even at this late stage, it feels like the winter will never end. It's tiring. It makes one weary. You want to go outside, get things done, and get things in your life moving again, but you can't. The weather always seems to be against you, holding you back. And so you retreat to your room and wonder what you should do. What can you do except wait it out? It's already been 6 months. It should have been over by now, but it doesn't want to leave go. It wants to squeeze every bit of hope out of you, make you feel like summer is never coming. In our own lives, we can be a bit like that also, caught up in a season of life that we cannot seem to escape from. Some seasons that we go through can be joyful, uplifting, and everything is falling in our favour. However, when that winter season hits, that time in the desert, it can be devastating and bleak. It could be a death, a divorce, or a job loss. It could even be an illness that you didn't see coming, but it came nonetheless. That winter storm can often be just one event away. We all have to go through it from time to time and do our best to get to the other side, to plough on and keep looking forward. But that is not always easy. Some can get stuck in that season and throw in the towel. They act as if something unusual is happening to them, that life has treated them unfairly. The truth is that life is indeed unfair, and when we believe it to be otherwise, we are creating the foundation for our own downfall, our own winter. We all have to go through a winter, some more often than others, but I don't believe that it's random, even though it can appear so. I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, we tell ourselves. But were we really, I wonder? Maybe it was the right place. Maybe the Almighty allows certain events to happen, not to punish us in some cosmic vindictive way, but to bring us back on course, or to protect us from something even more catastrophic coming down the road, something unseen. We always cry out for a why whenever things don't work out the way we want. We demand it, like an entitlement. Why did this happen to me? Why did my child die? Why did she leave me? Life is full of whys, and if an answer is not forthcoming to our why, we quit, like a spoiled child who doesn't get what he wants, when he wants. Certain questions in life will never be answered on this side of eternity, maybe because we could not handle that answer, even if they could. We persist with the demand for an answer, and in doing so, we end up derailing ourselves, sometimes for years. It can be a downward spiral of hopelessness and depression that we cannot seem to pull out of. Carl Jung once said that we should act out our lives as if everything works out for us. I think there's a certain truth in that. It's a choice we can make, even in the worst moments of life. But it begins with the acceptance that not everything works out for us the way we want, knowing that problems are normal, not something that we must avoid at all costs. When we start out our journey knowing that problems are normal, then problems stop being so much of a problem. Our real problems take hold when we begin to see problems as abnormal, and there are many who get caught in that snare. I think Carl Jung makes a good point and shows us how to change our perspective on the issues of life, how to evaluate them and put them in the right box. It's a matter of faith, believing what we cannot see in this moment. There's power in faith in that it can also work against you. If you believe that things are hopeless, have faith in that, then they will be. If you cannot see the way out, that doesn't mean that there isn't one. It just means that you have an eyesight problem that needs to be addressed. The Bible says that faith motivates the Almighty to work on our behalf, and that without faith, it's impossible to please Him. It all sounds so simple, but what does that mean in practice? It means being like Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade and just stepping out over that cliff onto a path that you cannot see. You first have to believe that it's there. And that starts in your mind with a conscious choice of faith. When we look in the rearview mirror, what seemed like catastrophes often worked out in our favor. Carl Jung was onto something. When you turn to God in that moment and say, I have no idea what's going on, but I trust you're going to work it out, then you are also onto something.